there's no pressure. It's just we're just there to have fun. First three, like the first rounds, like we're just there to have fun. Give him some round, give him some content, and then he started talking shit, and then he didn't win a single run after.
Hey, what's up guys, editor me here. While editing this, I didn't realize my OBS didn't record my voice. I couldn't redo the interview because SpiriTz had a tournament. I'm so grateful to have talked to him and every other pro player from Rainbow Six Siege. Thank you guys for all the support and thank you to SpiriTz. And for my last statement, I have a sub goal of 60. If we reach 60 subs, I will eat the top liked comment. Thank you guys again so much and enjoy the video.
My name out? Oh, it's just my name. Just the spirit's name? Honestly, I don't even know. I think it was back on Xbox. Like the name, like SpiriTz, like in French, is like a pretty cool name. But it's a three-letter name, and it was like impossible to get like the name clean. So I just swap it in English and added a Z at the end because it looked cooler and sounded better. Yeah, my first language is French. I mean, I've always had like the competitive integrity, and I played like a lot of sports competitively. Like I played D1 basketball growing up in high school, and I got like an injury on my knee, so I had to stop playing sports, and I just fully focus on Siege because I picked up Siege when it first came out, and it's always been my main game. And yeah, like the moment I was like 17, like I started doing some, like I switched over to PC. I think it was like 16 or 17, and like I was in like small competition, like little LAN tournaments, and I would win like either won like every tournaments I played. So I just knew I had like the what it takes to go pro, I guess. Yeah. So when the game first came out, I was on Xbox, and I think 3, 4 years later, I switched on PC when like Lion came out, Camera. I mean, I would not change anything in life for what I've been experiencing for the past 4 years. I've been a pro since pretty much 18. I've traveled the entire like around the world for free. Just experiencing like the craziest stuff, playing in front of crowds. Like I don't know, it's just an amazing experience. Like I got to live in Vegas for a year and a half in a billion like in a $1 million mansion, rent free. Like I don't know, it's just a dream. Like I'm playing my favorite video game, and I do it for a living. It's like every kid's dream. So basically, when I turned like I played CL quals when I was like 17. And I was about to turn 18, and I like you gotta be 18 to play those quals. And we were like in playoffs to make like we were like we're 2 games away from making CL, which is a league under Pro League. And I got dropped because they figured out I was not 18. And when I turned 18, there was a brand new league that came out. Like they split up Canada and America into two different leagues. It was called the Canadian League and the American League, and I had to go play in the Canadian League. So we won the quals, won, and then like I built a roster around me, and we won the entire Canadian League, and then we went on to qual for SI as like a Canadian team. And SI is like the biggest tournament of the year for Rainbow Six. And we were the first team that was not in Pro League or not in Challenger League to make SI ever. So that's how I got my name out there. After SI, like I was supposed to get like I was supposed to join a pro like an NA team, but it couldn't happen because at the time I didn't have a visa and I couldn't move to America in time for the stage before to start. So I had to play an entire year of CL because the Canadian League just shut down because they re-merged it and became one league. And like all the Canadian orgs got scammed, and yeah, they all ran off with their money, and they just we had to like go back and play Challenger League. So we went into Challenger League, winning every single stage. I was the MVP and pretty much like the star player of every stage. So we won CL. Then we had to play the relegation match against Exet. And they flew us out to Vegas to play a match to like so the best CL team against the worst product team, and whoever wins that like series, it gets like it's promoted to Pro League. So we won. Yeah, that's how I got in Pro League. I'd say, I mean, I've been scammed a lot of money. Like, I'm I'm currently missing at least 20K, but that's from like two different orgs. One of my first orgs and one of my not. I mean, I'm not gonna get into details because I don't want to get into. Yeah, yeah, but it usually doesn't happen. It does not happen. Like the scamming, like right now, I'm getting my paychecks every day. I get my fucking money all the time, and perfect. Like it's super stable and it pays amazing. So, but there's some shitty orgs out there. Mm, hardest team I faced. Yeah, I guess BDS in the grand finals, Manchester. I played amazing the entire stage, and during the finals, I don't know, bro. They had my numbers. They were, I was getting work during that finals, and yeah, I think BDS were the at least for me they were the toughest opponents. Yeah, I mean Shaco he shit the bed in the finals, so he was not the player to. It was more like a lick effect uses and Breed Day that was putting me down. Chaco had a very bad finals and Evan overall. It always been a dream for me to play against Chaco, so and I'm glad it was at the Manchester Major finals. Mm, I guess Mirage when they had like Marmalade and like they were playing with their coach. It was like a quick 7-0. The game lasted 20 minutes and we all went back to our house after. Yeah, it was a pretty fast game. Uh, I love the meta, like just like the competitive meta. I love the game and everything, but like odds from an outside, like outside of comp and like pro league, the game is pretty. terrible state. It's at its worst right now, at least for PC, and the cheater situation needs to be fixed ASAP. But that won't happen until some big news gonna happen, like some big, like after SI. We gotta wait for the next year for 2025. Well, it's not only that. Like, there's gonna be some big announcement. I'll just say that 2025 is a massive year for Rainbow Six, and I hope they will, um, like actually like do like fix their shit and like put their words, wait, put their mouth with their words. No, how do you say expression? Put your words where their mouth is. I don't know. Yes, yes, that's the expression. Because they've been blue balling us for a couple of years now. Like, yeah, live in that. But like, that's. I feel like it doesn't happen on like PS. Like, I have a PlayStation, and I don't feel like I've ever versed any Zimmers. But on the Xbox, they're everywhere. Going pro is how can I say this nicely? Going pro is there's something that zero over like 0.0001% of the population can do. You gotta sacrifice lots of things to become a pro player. Like during my entire like high school and growing up, I had to sacrifice going out with friends, having a social life, having like just hanging out with my family or anything. Like I had to grind the game like at least like 12 to 14 hours a day to achieve this goal. It's a especially for Siege. Siege is a game where you need a not I don't know if I can curse, but you need a shit ton of knowledge. You need a lot of knowledge for this game. Like I have almost 18,000 hours, and like I still learn something new every single day. Every day I'm learning. So like imagine like people that just start now and then want to become pro in a year. It takes a lot, and Siege is a very like a strategic game, and I'd say it's Siege is 80% artwork, 20% talent. You can be like mechanically gifted, like start on mouse and keyboard and be like the best aimer, but like if you have no artwork or no work ethic, you'll never go far in Siege. So work ethic, dedication, and making sacrifice is my best advice to go pro. If you can make those and live an LT like LT life like while playing, it's just not gonna work out. Like personally, uh, I was just I was gonna say like I was playing T2 like the league under scoring for 1 year, and if I didn't make it out after a year, I was ready to quit and just move on in life. Like I know some players in this scene that has been playing pro like a T2 for literally like 4 or 5 years, and they're still at it and it's still chasing. But I wouldn't like personally I wouldn't chase that for that long. Yeah, I used to skip school all the time too. whenever the new season came out, I was taking like 2 days off, so I can wake up at 8 a.m., do the update, and then grind Siege for literally like 24 hours, go to bed for 6 hours, 7 hours, wake up and up on Siege again, just to grind the number one champ. I did that for so long, and I mean I still did it like 6 months ago, and but it's not healthy to do. Trust me, it's not. I don't need to do that anymore, and I'm not playing on it anymore. But yeah, it's a lot of dedication, and like I genuinely do not enjoy playing other games for like more than like a couple hours outside of Siege. Like, like I try playing other games, but I can only play like story mode games like Red Dead Redemption. That's what I've been playing like a couple past days, or like Elden Ring, stuff like that. But like I cannot play like Valorant. I can't. CS. I like CS, but I get bored, and it's not like I don't know. I just love Siege too much. Not far at all. Not far at all. I killed the first boss after 20 tries. Almost almost threw my fucking controller on my TV and uninstalled the game and started playing Red Dead Redemption. I want to finish a game, but I just haven't learned the mechanics of Elden Ring, and I don't know, I don't have the patience to play it right now. But it's a fun game. I really want to beat it. That's a one of my goals. We usually start like our like when we gotta meet up and like get ready for practice. We usually get on at like 1 p.m. East, or like some yeah no 1 p.m. East is or like the normal, and then like we get on an hour before practice. We make strats. We either make strats. We either have a presentation that our coach makes before that, and like he explains us a concept of the game, or a concept of the game that we gotta practice, and he explains it to us with like a PowerPoint or like a slide, and so we apply it during practice and work on it during the practice, and then we have like practice for it's usually like double blocks of scrims. So each blocks are like 3 hours, and then we have an hour break in between to go eat dinner, and then another 3 hours. So it's pretty much from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's our like practice schedule, 6 days a week. Yeah. No, I Siege. You gotta love the game if you to win. Like if you gotta have the passion, and I've never got bored of it. I like even during my off days, I play the game, and I play the game outside of practice all the time. Yeah, I mean, it's a lifestyle. Like especially when I'm home right now, because I mean I'm living with my parents right now. But what it's for me, like I need to be on my PC a lot so I can like be in the English environment. Because the moment I stop like being in the English environment and like just hang out with my family a lot and like speak a lot of French, well, my English gets worse and my accent gets worse. So it's like that's what I'm talking about, like about sacrifice. So like I gotta do those type of sacrifice to just like improve my English, improve as a teammate, and just be better for my team. And it's also why I'm moving out to America in a couple of weeks. Can you repeat it? I mean, I played Valorant a lot. Not a lot, actually. I played like one act where I actually like tried and wanted to like improve. And after 50 hours maybe, I got Immortal 3, almost Radiant. And I don't know, any games like I got Global on CS. All the games I play are like they're easy for me. Siege is a game where it's a lot of aiming and it's also a lot of game sense. And all the game sense you get from Siege applies for any other like FPS games. Because Siege is so complex and so like unique that games like Valorant, like it's super super easy to learn. Yeah. And like everything makes sense. Like, so for me, any like FPS games are very easy to play, easy to pick up. Right now like I don't even have my fucking high school diploma. I failed my French class of last year of high school, and I failed my entire year. So I'm not planning to go back to school, but I do have plans. I've been stacking up all my money, and I'm trying to make as much money and saving it I want to build like I want to buy like a franchise, and with that franchise I want to build like companies and more companies, and then I have and bigger projects, but it takes money, you know. So I'm waiting for so I can buy my first franchise, like maybe like a restaurant or a gym or something that is like valuable for me, something that I would like to work with. So I can make more money and buy like apartments, like duplex, real estate. For me, I don't think school is. I've never enjoyed school, to be honest. So I'm not planning to go back to college. I have a lot of like family members who don't have like the high school diploma, and they're really like rich. Like they have companies, they have everything. Like for me, school is not something um, like detrimental to have in your life to be successful. I know a lot of people that are very very successful without school, and it's just yeah. And I also think a lot of outside of the box. So I don't like the school system. I'm not. I don't know. I know what I want. I know what's gonna work, and I know like what I'm gonna do is gonna work out. So just always gotta have a plan, though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to buy a McDonald's. That's the worst investment. Yeah. No, restaurant is definitely not the best, but I know there's a lot like I study a lot about that market, so I know what I'm getting into. Right now I've been working out a lot. I do a lot of cardio, hikes, and I built like a mini gym in my house, so I just be running a lot with my dog, going in like the forest or in parks or just on hikes with my dog and doing a lot of cardio. Because I'm trying to get the because playing video games 16 like 12 to 14 hours a day is not healthy. So I'm trying to balance it out. And I'm trying to and I do think like having a good mental, like not mental, a good like like a good physical health and a good mental health helps you with your game and Siege in general. I've like, since I've been doing it like working out again and doing cardio again, like my brain thinks faster, my reaction time is faster, my I don't know, everything is just like I just feel better. Oh yeah, I think it's something that a lot of pros are not using and not thinking about, but being in an LT, just being in an LT like state is very beneficial for your game. And eating good and healthy food. Because I will say one thing, I lived in America for a while, and American food is not it. It's way too greasy, way too greasy. And grease and right before a game, it's terrible. Just like in esports, if you want to go, if you're about to go play a basketball game and you eat McDonald's, you're gonna perform like shit. It's the same thing in video games. If you eat McDonald's before your game, I'm telling you, you're gonna perform like shit. I've seen it happen. Like esports, it's like esports are actually like sports. Like they are called esports. Yes, you're sitting. Yes, you're not moving. You're not losing like burning calories, but your brain is working and you feel exhausted after a session of like esports. It's the same thing. Like I've played D1 basketball, like I said. I know what it feels like to be at sports and pushing yourself from fucking 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And it's the same thing. These sports the same thing. You're just not your body's not trained. It's your brain that it gets trained. And it's two different feelings, but they're the same thing. I have a German Shepherd mixed with a Labrador. She loves running, so I'm glad I have a buddy to run with. It's not too lonely. I usually eat 2 meals a day. I keep it very low carbs, no sugar. Uh, Mainly like just chicken, turkey, ground beef, or like steaks. I try to avoid as much carbs as possible. I take some, but like I just make sure I don't have more than like 100 grams a day. I mean milligrams a day. And then I try to cut the sugar because sugar is an addiction, and I I mean I can live without it. I don't really enjoy it. I don't really like sweets, but and no caffeine. No caffeine is terrible. It's an addiction. First of all, I know like some of my teammates are addicted. Like they talking to me about their fucking caffeine and their Red Bulls and everything, and I'm like, you guys are addicted. They're like, yeah, if I don't take my Red Bull in the morning, I have an headache and I feel bad. And it's just terrible, and it's not good. Like the sugar, the all of those ingredients, and It's caffeine in general. Like for at least for me, when I did take caffeine, it would give me like like not shaky aim, but like jitters. Like my hand would jitter sometimes, and I've also like when you drink a Red Bull, for example, and it also drains all of your energies and all of your like not calories, but like for example, like whatever you ate before, it's gonna drain everything after like 2 or 3 hours, and you're gonna start having like stomach ache. So when you're playing long games, best of three or best of five, like taking a Red Bull and you're not eating in between matches, you're gonna have stomach aches the entire game, and it's gonna choke your game, and you're just gonna think about your stomach. I'm French. uh, I don't know. I think what's what what something that people like outside of like the like for example like the scene outside of like my team, what people don't really know and acknowledge is like I'm on the team. I'm the one who like comes up with like a lot of strats. I'm very smart about the game. Like I always come up with new things. I'm always like in custom lobbies by myself trying to find like new angles, new metas, you know? And I'm also like the one who plays every single operator. Like I've mastered pretty much every single operator in the game. I'm I have like thousands of hours on shields, which no one like I cannot name you another player who has like like near close numbers of hours on shield like me. And yeah, like people used to despise me for that, but it's in the meta now, so everyone everyone wants the shields now. Oh yeah, I'm always an innovator, so they call me the innovator and the nerd emoji. Those are my nicknames. Oh yeah. At the beginning, it was kind of crazy because like I was streaming, then I checked my second monitor and like I just see my like I'm used to have like right before like Jynxi we did the 1v1, like I used to average like 200 250 viewers. I got a decent chat, and like when I started the 1v1, I just see my chat just going crazy. Like I cannot even read what's going on. And like the first round I was just like the fuck is going on? And I just literally just turned off my second monitor and and turned off the chat, stop caring, and just try to have fun with it. It was it was not intimidating because I mean it's just online, bro. It's just literally like yeah, it's literally like for me what I thought it was just it's just another it's like 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 like typing. It's like there's no pressure. It's just was there to have fun. First three like the first rounds like was just to have fun, give him some round, give him some content, and then he started talking shit, and then he didn't win a single run after. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Oh yeah, I still guess. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it was nothing. It was nothing important. I mean, before the match, I was like, I asked my friend Yaga to like 1v1 me like on Oregon because I literally never done those type of 1v1s like it's not something we practice, and it's not something like 1v1s on Oregon kids is not gonna say like it's not gonna tell who's the best player. Like it's not even remotely close from what a real siege player can do. And So I just like practiced this like 15 minutes before, and I was getting shit on by my friend. So and he was playing on controller too. My friend was playing on controller, and I was getting work, and I was no way, bro, no way, I'm gonna lose this. Why are you losing to my friend and he's on controller? I mean, they got me ready. Like they told me like what they banned because I've never really like watched Jynzxi's 1v1, and apparently he's like a Ying. He just plays Ying and mute, and they told me to ban that and banned it, and it went smoothly. Mm, I want to say like everyone should follow their dream. If you have like if you have something that like passionate, like it's your passion, and like you you have like I don't know, it's like a fire inside you, and you just love it, and try to make it like your living. Like it doesn't have to be video games. It can be anything else. Like it can be like painting. It can be I don't know, like sports, whatever. But try to make your passion your job. Try to make it like there's always a way where any of your passion can become your job in multiple different ways. So don't limit yourself. Don't like try to think outside of the box, and yeah, just don't be a normie. Be yourself. Please bury me under the cherry tree, standing on the floor of my grave, pissing on my